Hello and welcome to the 11th edition of the Factly Digest. I'm Parvati Mohan and I head the audiovisual production efforts here at Factly. And for those of you joining us for the very first time, the Factly Digest is a series of lives that we have been doing from our in house studio for a few months now. We do this once every fortnight, so that's once every 2 weeks, usually around the same time, Thursdays, 6 p.m. in India. And why do we do this? So that you get a sense of the kind of work that is happening here at Factly. A lot of the work that goes on in the teams that work at Factly is what, of course, translates to the video products that we put out on our YouTube channel, among other platforms. And so, how we do this fortnightly update is we speak to one representative from any two of the many teams here at Factly, and then you get a sense of the kind of amazing work that they're doing and how you can engage with it to use it to your benefit. And also, once again, for those joining us for the first time, we're very pleased to announce that our memberships have been live for some time now, and members have been coming in, and it's a great way for our viewers to show their support for the kind of work we do. Uh, it gives you access, of course, to a few exclusive emojis, but more than that, you get priority responses on your comments. And and yeah, it's like I said, it's just a great way for you to come out and say that you're following us, you're following our content, and you're part of this whole journey of making public data meaningful, which is what we do through our many endeavors. And one thing is that we are taking questions on this live, so please feel free to drop them in the live chat, and we'll take them either in between or towards the end of the live, wherever it works out. And of course, in the meantime, when the live is not happening, please feel free to ask us questions on our videos, on our social media, DM us, all of that. And of course, we are at Factly India across platforms. This should be on your screen right now. Yes, I think that said, we'll get into the update part of the live. And joining me now is Harshavardhan from the Fact Check team to give the first set of updates. So, Harsha, I think last time we spoke here at the Faculty Digest, it was just 2 weeks ago. It was mostly around, the misinformation around the Chandrayaan 3 project. Now, that hasn't really died down, right? Like, it's not like, those 2 weeks that was the fake news cycle, and now it's not. So, what kind of post did you debunk in this fortnight?
Hi Parvati. So last time we talked about how users shared the footage of Mars as the footage visuals captured by Chandrayaan 3,
Hmm.
and now we talk and now even after the Chandrayaan 3's pregnant rover went into sleep mode,
Yeah.
the users who shared the false information seems to be still active. Uh,
Hmm.
so they so one such video we got is that. A video claiming that Chandrayaan 3 sent a footage of 700 aliens to
Yeah.
ISRO, and ISRO confirmed that they found the existence of aliens on
Yeah.
the moon. And usually, when users generally, if anyone see this footage,
Hmm.
they can easily identify the visual shown in the
Yeah.
video or animated ones. But this video, strangely, this video got some 10K shares and 135K likes. So that's why we decided to debunk the video. So ISRO has never made any such
Yeah.
statement confirming the existence of aliens on the moon, or they did not release the footage showing the aliens on the moon as sent by Chandrayaan 3. So usually these type of videos prompt other content creators
Hmm.
to make such fake videos on such claims like existence of aliens on moons,
Yeah.
finding strange objects on celestial bodies like Mars, Sun, and other planets. So we wrote an article debunking all these strange claims.
Hmm.
Like one claim we can see is that uh, rovers on the Mars found uh, objects like snakes and some ancient structures. So usually these are all edited or animated videos and not confirmed by the agencies like ISRO and NASA.
Mm.
Yeah.
Okay, that's as far as Chandrayaan 3 goes. But what have been the claims apart from that? Now, I believe there have been some really controversial political claims as well.
So we did some political and we debunked some political and policy related claims surrounding events like G20.
Hmm.
This the DMK politician Udayanidhi Stalin's
Yeah,
comments on controversial comments and the India to Bharat name change controversy.
right.
So one post claims that the Oxford Dictionary uh, refers Indian as old-fashioned.
Hmm.
I mean, but actually, as you can see on the screen, there are two. The dictionary actually refers India, gives two meanings for India. One is Indian means the citizen of India or the
Yeah,
people
yeah.
living in India, and another one it defines it means is this indigenous people living in
Yes,
the Americas,
yes.
especially in North America,
Right.
and it is not talking about the citizen of India
Yeah.
or India in that
Native
context.
Americans. Yeah.
Yeah, Native Americans. So, and next one is, after the controversial statements of Udayanidhi Stalin,
Hmm.
there have been claims, posts like Sun TV network shares. The Sun TV is owned by the family of
Yes.
Udayanidhi Stalin. So there are claims like that. Uh, the Sun TV shares have fallen
Hmm.
drastically by 11%. But to debunk this claim, we actually went to the website of BSc and NSC
Hmm.
and checked the data before and after he made the comments and
Yeah.
found that the shares have fallen by just 1 to 2% and
Hmm.
not more than that, as
Yeah.
claimed in the viral post.
Yeah.
And the next one is the opposition parties in the Karnataka has accused the ruling government of introducing new schemes that uh, to appease the Muslim community,
Hmm.
like Swavalambi Sardi scheme.
Hmm.
But actually, this scheme is was being implemented even during the BJP government
Right.
previously,
Yeah.
and it is not only for the Muslims but all minorities like Muslims, Sikhs, Christians, Jains, and etc.
Hmm.
And along with the SC/STs, are not only for Muslims.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. So those are the two sort of broad trends. You have your Chandrayaan 3 and you have your political, fake news. Any other interesting posts from the past 2 weeks that you'd like to talk about?
So lately, we have been receiving some videos like this opinion polls,
Mm.
election surveys, uh, like that, because we have these five state assembly elections on the corner, and there is some rumors about this generally elections, you know.
Mm.
We have received videos like this party, one party is getting have edge over other party.
Mm.
So actually, most of these videos are either old or they have been edited, clipped, or the voice of these videos is changed, and
Mm.
visuals like statistics of the numbers and the margins have also been edited. So usually it's difficult to uh, usually for difficult for general audience to debunk such videos because they seem like real videos and
Mm.
real poll analysis, exit opinion polls. So one thing we can do is viewers can do is they should always trust the uh, mainstream, I mean, reputed media houses and the original website of the companies that do the poll researches, and not some. And we should always be skeptic about the WhatsApp forwards
Yeah.
and videos posted by random Facebook pages
Yeah.
in this matter. So, because this is very crucial kind of misinformation because it can affect the voting choices of the people
Mm.
at some extent. So usually, if you are unsure about the video or post or image you have received on social media, you can always forward it to us for our WhatsApp tip line.
Yeah. Yeah. So the tip line is a place where you can send, if it's a video claim, you can send the video, image claim, you can send the image, or text claim also can be forwarded as is. And if there is an existing fact check around that claim, the bot will
Yeah, automatic.
find it and automatically send it to you within seconds. If not, our team will
Yeah,
investigate the claim and get back to you as soon as they can. So definitely consider, not consider, actually save this number on your phone if you're a WhatsApp user, and make use of this resource, because uh, I mean, I've been working here for over 4 years, and even I still send claims on the tip line once in a while, and it's always risen to the occasion. So this is a resource that you should not even think about using. Um, okay, so I think that said, we're done with the update from the fact check team. Thank you, Harsha. We'll move to the next team in a few, uh, in a minute or two, which is the newsroom. But before that, I would just like to quickly talk about a few things, especially for viewers who've just joined us. Our memberships are live, and consider joining. There is that little join button next to our channel name. And this will give you access, of course, to exclusive emojis, and also make sure that your comments get priority responses. And follow us on social media. We are at Factly India across platforms. In fact, we have also started a Telugu Instagram page recently, and there's of course our Dataful Factly page on Instagram, all of which is going a long way in serving you bite-sized pieces of information, so that you can consume informative social media posts rather than just scrolling through uh, things that don't really make a difference. So follow us on all these accounts. And yeah, I think with that said, we can now move to the next set of updates, which is from the newsroom. Joining me is Sai Krishna. Hi, Sai Krishna.
Hi,
Welcome
Karthik.
back to the Faculty Digest.
Yeah.
So, Harsha and I were speaking about the misinformation around Chandrayaan 3, and in fact, Chandrayaan 3 was something even that even came up last time with Akhil from the research team, and we spoke about the kind of data work that that team has done around space missions. And I think this has translated into some really interesting stories from your team as well over the past 2 weeks. The highlight of this is the number crunching that you all did on all of the ISRO missions that have taken place to date. So take our viewers through why you chose to do this story and how you went about it.
Yeah, so the reason why we have chosen to do the story is pretty straightforward because Chandrayaan 3 was one of the highlight of the last fortnight,
Yes.
and India became the first country to reach close to lunar South Pole and is one of the four countries that have ever landed on moon after US,
Yeah.
China, and erstwhile Soviet Union. So, like as the nation celebrated the biggest breakthrough of ISRO, we also felt it is equally important to look at previous milestones of
Yeah.
ISRO also.
Mm.
So that is why we have chosen to do this story. And the data for this story that we have done is compiled from the ISRO website, and we have collated the data from their website, and we have standardized it into proper format that is available in Dataful portal. These data sets are classified, categorized into different types, like the number of missions, the purpose of missions, and the customer satellite launch services that ISRO has done. So you can find these type of categories in the data sets also.
Yeah. So the Dataful portal that Sai Krishna mentioned is dataful.in, dataful.in. It is a paid subscription service, but several of the data sets are available for free to download. This is a very useful resource for researchers, journalists, think tanks, students, even anyone who works with public data. Okay, quick detour aside. Coming back to the story on ISRO missions, what were the key highlights that stood out from your analysis?
Okay, so some specific key highlights that we looked at in the story is uh, the first highlight is that a total of like 124 spacecraft missions were launched by ISRO
Mm.
from the throughout its history,
Mm.
and these missions were launched for various purposes like Earth observation, navigation, climate, and weather. There are many purposes behind launching such spacecraft missions. Like, and while a few were initially launched using the help of other countries' space
Mm.
agencies, and recently there is an increasing trend of launching missions from using ISRO itself.
Mm.
The second aspect is that more than 90 space missions have been launched by ISRO,
Mm.
and majority of those space missions are through PSLVs.
Mm.
PSLVs, and coming to when we talk about ISRO's success rate,
Mm.
only nine of out of these 90 space missions have been unsuccessful. So
Okay.
that is a
Yeah.
highly successful success
Yeah.
rate of ISRO. The third highlight that we looked at in the story is the regarding the customer launch success satellite
Mm.
services.
Mm.
Uh, this is one of the primary indicators that show you how the space agency is performing
Mm.
compared to its international peers.
Mm.
So ISRO launched like other country customer satellites starting from 1999,
Mm.
where we have launched satellites from Germany and South Korea using PSLV 2.
Mm.
Since then, more than like 430 international customer satellites have been launched from ISRO. So these three are the major highlights from the ISRO story.
Yeah. We will be leaving the links to all the stories that Sai Krishna is talking about in the description of this live once it is concluded. So, after the live, if you just give us 5 minutes and you refresh the page, you will find the stories. And of course, the stories are also appearing right now in the live chat. Uh, um, so click on them, but save them for later. Let's get through this live initially. But also, I think in general, it's very the kind of data work that you see on factly.in, the kind of articles that the newsroom is putting out. These are all very valuable resources. It's a side of mainstream events that you don't see in the mainstream news. So it's a very unbiased take based purely on data. So this is definitely something that whatever hashtag you adhere to, whether you're a data nerd or whether you're just interested in public affairs or whatever it is, I think this is factly.in should definitely be among the websites that you visit on a daily basis for information, for informative content. Okay. So I think, yeah, when we're talking about, hashtags and all these, quirky things, there's one quirky claim that has been going around a lot is, people are now with the success of Chandrayaan 3, people are talking about, buying property on the moon and whatnot. So in light of this, you also did a story about, the whole, uh, again, the data angle behind it. So what did you find out?
So, like after the success of Chandrayaan 3, so we see that there's an increase, notable increase in the enthusiasm towards purchase of property on other celestial bodies. And like a quick Google search can throw you up websites like Lunar Embassy, Lunar Cosmic Registry, Lunar Registry, where you can buy property like 1 acre of land on moon at around only 3,000 rupees. So these kind of claims have gained prominence in the light of success of Chandrayaan 3.
Yeah.
Now, coming to the legal basis of those claims, there's a treaty called Outer Space Treaty of 1967. Uh, that 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 is it is a fundamental treaty that governs the activities beyond our planet. So, Article 2 of that treaty explicitly claims that no nation can claim sovereignty of on other celestial bodies,
Mm.
and it forbids like territorial ownership by any nation. So far, like 114 nations, including India, USA, Russia, all are party to that treaty, and many of the countries have ratified them. In addition to this treaty, there is another treaty called the Moon Treaty.
Mm.
It is specifically exclusive to Moon.
Mm.
So unlike the Outer Space Treaty, which concerned other celestial
Mm.
bodies also,
Mm.
the Moon Treaty is specifically to only Moon.
Mm.
Even the Moon Treaty also says that the property of Moon and any of its natural resources uh, is not a property of any government or any non-governmental organization or any natural citizen also. Interestingly, only India and 17 other nations have ratified this treaty, and the countries that have landed uh, on the moon, like
Yeah.
US, Russia, and China, have not are not a party of this treaty. So this is a primary difference between these two treaties. No, coming to the answer to the question, like buying property on other celestial bodies, whether it's legal or not, the answer is clearly no.
Yeah.
There are no international, like the international agreements forbids purchase of property on any other celestial bodies, including moon.
Yeah.
So next time, if you come across any such claims of
Yeah.
purchase of land, so be aware. Be so
Yeah.
our earth is our real estate, so
Yeah.
let's try to save it, not go for other land.
Absolutely. And make your investments very sensibly. We are still limited to the earth. Only our satellites have reached the moon. uh, and a few people, of course. But anyway, that is not our area of concern. But like I said, the this article also will be linked in the description of this live. If you just refresh 5 minutes after it is done, and you will find it. And of course, the links are all in the live chat. So uh, you know something fun for you to read up and show off in front of your friends that you've learned something really cool that they don't know about, and of course introduce them to our work as well. Okay, I think we do not have any questions right now. That is okay. Like I said earlier, leave your questions for us on our videos, on our social media posts, DM us also, and of course use our WhatsApp tip line. Use all these avenues and tell us what kind of content you want to see, and also if whatever questions you might have based on any of the kind of things that we are discussing here on the live or any of our other content, and we'll be happy to look into it and get back to you. uh, that said, I think it's time to wrap up this edition of the Faculty Digest. The next one will be on 28th September around the same time, 6 p.m. IST. And until then, if you are not already subscribed to us, subscribe to our channel, and follow us on social media at Factly India. Do join our memberships, and yeah, reach out to us in all the ways that I just mentioned. And I think, yes, with that, we have come to the end of this edition of the Faculty Digest. Thank you so much for joining us. And we really hope to see you the next time. And until then, of course, through engagement on our daily content. Thank you.
Thank you.